Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression and let's play review of a game called ExoTrain. It is a top-down type ARPG type game where you seemingly from the screenshots that I looked at, you are on a train and you collect stuff. It's like a little bit of resource collection type thing, and then you move your train. You're able to move your train and collect different resources in different areas. So it looks cool. The developer sent me a code for the game, so today we're going to be checking out the game. The game is releasing into early access. I don't know what the price is going to be of the game yet, because as of me live streaming this, the game is not yet released on Steam, so I don't know what the price is going to be. Basically, I think we can just work on a general price of $15. I think we can work on $15. If when the game releases it's a little bit more or a little bit less, you can just basically make up your own mind. But for today's review, I'm going to be working on $15 as a baseline for the game. So if the game is very good, then I might say at the end of today's stream that I would pay $20 or $25 for the game. If the game is not good, then I would say, okay, $5 or $10, or I might not even recommend the game at all. We will just have to see. So as always, with all of my first impression Let's Play reviews, I'm going to be playing the game for an hour or more, however long it takes me to come to a conclusion on the game. I'm going to be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game, and I'm going to be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as I play through the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full hour or more of the video today, you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below, and you can just jump to that timestamp if you only want to hear my quick, concise, final opinion and my summary on the game and whether or not I can recommend the game today. But yeah, otherwise, if you don't mind a long video, stay tuned. I'll be playing through the game and giving you my running commentary as I play through the game while I am forming my opinion on the game. So, like I said, the game is a top-down ARPG type game. You can change your camera perspective. We will have a look at that. Isometric is the most optimal, since you can see the most of the environment. It's the most optimal. If you're playing in third person, you're not probably going to be able to see as much of the environment as what you can if it was isometric. So we will just have to see, but I will test that if I remember. And then a few very basic options here with graphics. You can't change shadows or environmental detail, character detail, anything like that, water quality, nothing like that. But I mean, hopefully the developer adds something like that eventually. You also can't set the frame rate of the game at all. That's a little bit of a bigger issue, not being able to set the frame rate at all. That's a pretty big issue. The developer really needs to allow you to change the frame rate of the game, and then you can change your key bindings. Dual key bindings would be nice. If it had dual key bindings, that would be really nice. So yeah, overall, the only real issue that I can see is the fact that you can't change the frame rate of the game, and you need more graphical settings over here, to be honest. But okay, with that being said, let's jump into the game. Normal difficulty. So let's see. So this is another issue. As a developer, you can't say less HP damage. Like, how much less HP damage? Less speed or more speed? How much less speed or more speed? And then on hard difficulty, more HP. How much more HP? More damage. How much more damage? More speed. How much more speed? Like, it shows exactly how much more XP you're gonna get on hard difficulty. It shows exactly 15% bonus XP. So if the developer can show you exactly how much more XP you're gonna get, why can't the developer then also show you exactly how much more or less HP, how much more or less damage, and how much more or less speed? That's really crucial. You can't just say less HP damage, because is it 10%? Is it 20%? Is it 99%? Like, how much less or more? That is an issue. But okay, we're gonna be playing on normal. Mining complex signal loss. To save budget and use planet infrastructure, craft all tools on site. We trust your skills. Status duration 16 months, 23 days, 42 minutes. Good luck. The company acknowledges your service. Camera perspective. Yeah, so third person is going to be way more zoomed in. We can try that a little bit. Let's try that from the start, and then I will switch to the isometric. I think the isometric will be far better. But let's try the third person a little bit. Wow, the mouse sensitivity is very high. I might have to turn that down a little bit. Harvest F. Can you punch trees? Is this Minecraft or not exactly? Maybe we need a pickaxe or something. Can you jump? No, you can dodge roll, but you can't jump. Yeah, so the game is totally playable like this. Totally playable. You can't look straight up. That's an issue. I would like it if you could look straight up. You also can't look straight down. Like, the camera is locked. This is the maximum and this is the maximum. So you need to be able to look straight up, to be honest. Perhaps the developer can add a thing in the options menu to disable looking straight up, but simply not allowing the player to look straight up by default and not having any other alternative, that is an issue. Okay, so let's switch to the other one. Like, we can see how the third person is. It looks fine. It looks fine, but I think the ARPG style is far superior. Okay, so this is crafting. So do we have a tutorial? I mean, there's no tutorial so far. Self-made cutter. Press C, open crafting menu. Self-made cutter. Craft one of those. Okay. Cool. I recognize the stance. And I even recognize the character model. It's a pack you can buy that a lot of games use. Like, a lot of games use this this character style, the models. And even the stance, I've seen the stance in many games. So it's clear that this developer bought the pre-made assets from like the Unity store. I mean, it's fine, you know, it's fine for an indie developer, but if the developer really wants to push the game further in the terms of quality, then they're gonna need to develop their own animations. Even though it's a very nitpicky, like I'm probably one of the only people who will realize that these are bought assets because I've played thousands of games, but yeah. Oh, it's a little bit quicker if you hold left click. And you can hit multiple things next to each other if you stand close to both. That's nice. Okay, so I've got a good amount of wood. Can I interact with anything over here? Camera is getting stuck a little bit. Okay, that's a crate. Take all, okay. Can I disassemble the crate, maybe? Okay, so this is the train. Repair, 20 conductive wire, okay. Do we put wood in here? I mean, we can, I guess. Personal, Okay, I don't understand that, but okay, whatever. Does the game have health regen? Hope. Okay, yes, it does. Oh, the creatures are attacking each other. Oh, so the region that you're aiming actually makes a difference. Even though the animation shows a rotational hit, it's actually not a rotational hit. It's directional. We need to remember that. The game has no tutorial so far, so movement tutorial, controlling tutorial, opening the inventory tutorial, nothing like that. That's not good. The game needs a tutorial. Just because some people will know exactly what to do because they've played games like this before, that doesn't mean you can get away with not having a tutorial. You as the developer need to basically assume that your player is a brain-dead monkey, and you need to guide them through everything. You can't just assume that the player has a brain, because a lot of players don't have a brain, so the game needs a tutorial. The music is bad. You can you can recognize that this music is pre-bought very generic music. Like I'm gonna turn the music off in a second because this kind of extremely generic music is just irritating. You hear this type of music in low quality games. I mean, it's really, really not difficult to buy created music. Like, I, years ago, got a commission done for some music from a artist which I really, really like. He made me a track. You can hear it in some of my videos in the outro. Like obviously not my live streams, but my videos. You can hear it in some of my videos on the outro. And it was $200. And I own all of the rights to the song. It's exclusive rights, perpetual rights, all of that. Commercial rights. So if a developer isn't willing to spend $200, you can definitely get it for less, way less. I paid that much because it's an established artist that made the music for me, so you're gonna be paying more. If the developer isn't willing to pay anything for music, if they take this kind of royalty-free, extremely generic music and put it in a game and think that's okay, that people are gonna be happy with the music, then the developer should really have higher standards, to be honest. Refined cuprium. Cuprium. What the hell? Where do we get cuprium? Craft a self-made blade or spear. Oh, and the game has durability. Ugh. I don't like that. I really, really don't like games with durability. Smelting furnace. Do I need to make this? My voice is cracking a little bit because I literally just a couple of minutes ago did another review. Usually I don't do 2 reviews in a row because my voice can't handle it, but today I just said fuck it. Is this my entire inventory? Like, do I literally just have 8 slots? Oh yeah, it looks like it. You just have 8 slots. You do have space over here, it seems, but in your backpack you only have 8 slots. Okay. Oh, you have to right click. You can't take it and then place it over there. Okay. Find the depleted cuprum deposit. Pick up 10 cuprum ores. Do we want to create a storage? I don't think this one has storage. Does it? Don't think so. What was the self-crafting C? Fabricator bench. Okay, so that's his fabricator bench. Storage crate. Thermal furnace. Okay, let's do thermal furnace and the storage crate. Oh, you have to right click on it, okay? By the way, there's no tutorial for any of this. You just have to figure it out on your own, I guess. Okay, so let's store some of the stuff like the wood. What? Control click, shift click. Okay, there we go. Shift click. You also have to figure out all of this on your own. Normally you would get, oh, over here. Wait. Shift. Okay, so it does show it over there. I would like it if it showed it on the actual mouse, but okay, that's fine. Some games do it differently, I guess. I'm just used to it being shown on the mouse itself. Okay. But you would definitely need a tutorial for that. Like the game should have a tutorial for that. Okay, so this one is more good for. You also have ability. This one is more does more damage. I'm still gonna use this one to chop down trees, I think. Yeah, if you stand correctly, then you can hit two things at once, which is obviously twice as efficient, which is good. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done in this area for now. I'm not sure if I should be moving the train. Oh no, wait, I can't move the train yet because I need to repair it with those 20 wires. I don't have the 20 wires yet. Yeah, these guys are gonna spit me. But the spinning ability is nice, and this sword also does a little bit more damage. The environment leaves a lot to be desired, to be honest. It's very, very basic. Like, if you actually look at it, it's very basic. Very, very basic. I recently played another game. I would have to look up the name. Let me see quickly. Oh, time still passes. You see, that's an issue. Like, time shouldn't pass when you've pressed exit. The time shouldn't continue to pass. Even though I'm sure the time passing doesn't actually have much impact on the game, but still. Like, I want to pause the game now, but you can't. You can't pause the game, which sucks. And I can't disassemble that. I would have liked it to disassemble that. What's the use of this place? Like, it's just like seemingly a useless place with a single chest in it. Seems a little bit unnecessary. Overkill. The running speed is also a little bit slow. I would have liked it if you could run a little bit faster. Perhaps I have a sprint, but I've tried to press shift. The game doesn't have a sprint. It has the dodge, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, this music is irritating me, so we're just gonna boop disable that. I could maybe play some of my own music, but it's fine. I guess we will be okay without any music. Holy shit. They are aggroed from a very long distance. Shit. Oh, that was close. Oh, and I see the sword can't do damage to the stuff. That's... I'm not sure how I feel about that. I would have liked it if any weapon could do damage to anything, instead of certain weapons not being able to do any damage whatsoever to stuff like trees and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. What's that thing? Weak spot analyzer. Equip. Module slots, okay. Fabricator bench. Why do I need a fabricator bench? Oh, backpack extender, okay. Definitely want that. There we go, that's nice. Those guys are green. Oh shit. Oh, and they're ranged. Ouch. I'm poisoned. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, that poison was rough. 200 XP. Holy shit. Okay, so apparently you lose XP when you die. I didn't know that, but okay. Store similar. Ah, the game has a store similar mechanic. That's nice. I do like that. Now, the other question would be, does the game have a um uh what's it called? Crafting from storage. The game has crafting from storage. That would be nice. Okay, meat. Oh, regeneration. Okay, energy. I'm assuming we need to put wood in there. Okay, there we go. So you open that. How do I just put it there? How How do I give this thing energy? Generated by generators using fuel. So is it like this one? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I had to figure that out on my own, obviously. You have to figure out a lot of stuff on your own, but okay. Okay, so 30 minutes, it gives you 50 extra HP, and then it gives you a little bit of health regen. That's nice. No, I want you to continue. That's fine. And then use. A character can have one food buff and one drink buff. Okay. Uh, do, 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 do. I don't like that sound. Okay, so we ran around there, so I think we should also be able to run around here then. I don't know what this toxic pool over here is. Oh, shit. Another chop thing. But we need to remember that when you die, you lose experience. There was no warning about that when we did the difficulty selection. I think probably you won't lose experience on easy difficulty, probably. So that is probably something that the developer definitely should say on the difficulty selection screen, if indeed that is the case, which I would suspect that it would be. I don't like being punished when I die. Especially loot drop. I really, really, really don't like loot drop. But it seems, fortunately, the game doesn't have loot drop. It just has the that guy dead. It just has the XP loss. I can't hit both of these. Okay, so this is where I died, but obviously I did kill the spiders. So I have the objective to smelt 10 refined cuprium, but where is the cuprium? Did I get... Oh, I did get some cuprium. Oh, okay. I guess I looted it in that building or something. I'm not sure. Because I definitely didn't mine it. Some of these bloody trees are just far enough apart so that you can't hit both of them at once. But you can do this. That's nice. That's a relatively quick way to do some choppy. Like, oh yeah, you can just do that every now and then. It basically takes no time. What's this thing? Oh yeah, I need the smelter now, I guess. Yes, I've got that one. Thread. Oh, with grass you can make thread. Okay. We take that. Suprium. Every piece of wood gives 200. Okay. So to fill up 1,000, that's 50. We're gonna need 50 wood to fill up 10,000. Okay. Craft 20 conductive wires at the fabricator bench. But I can only... Oh, it's 2. Oh, okay. So every one gets you 2. Okay. That's fine. And then with the grass, how do I take half? I can take all of it, but I just want half actually, but okay. We also have skill points. Obviously, the game has no tutorial, so we haven't been taught anything about the leveling system or anything like that yet. 2% attack speed, that's a very little. 2% dodge chance, that's not bad. Increase movement speed by 1.5, that's useless. Increases damage of all kinds to trees. Reduces oxygen consumption. Oxygen? What the fuck is oxygen? Like, do we have oxygen? I haven't seen anything regarding oxygen yet, so 2% dodge chance is by far the best here. Or the damage to trees. I mean, that's also not bad, but okay, let's go for the dodge chance. That's better than attack speed or movement speed, obviously. Because it's a base dodge chance, which increases your overall survivability by 2%, basically. Okay, and then go to the train and repair it. Repair. Find me across the large robot-filled base. It's up north when you go on the rails, but that's still a long way off. Power it up and let's go. If I'm still kicking, the real me, if this conception still exists for me, for all of us, never mind. If I'm still alive, you catch the whiff of money, you'll probably run into some traces of the mess we've been making out there. Follow them and they'll drag you right to the destination, and maybe you'll grab something nice along the way. Just don't get too relaxed, alright? Keep your eyes open. Okay, a lot of that didn't make sense, but okay. Okay, so we want to craft some thread. can you repair stuff? Because if this one breaks, like, can I repair it? Okay, and can I now equip these ones? Critical damage. Critical damage. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Grants abilities. Kinetic barrier. For 40 seconds, absorbs 50% of incoming damage before damage reduction. Okay, that's nice. Identical items cannot be equipped. So why do you give me identical items if I can't equip identical items? That's stupid. But okay, we've got a 50% damage reduction thingy. Just want to see if I missed something around here, perhaps. This rocket, like... Yeah, we can't use that. Yeah, so I guess that's that pretty much. Guess we can move on. Gonna need to build another chest, definitely. Oh, okay, so the game doesn't have crafting from storage. That's unfortunate. Would have really liked it if the game had crafting from storage. It's pretty much required in games like this. So I wonder, will it use one as soon as the power drops? I hope not. It should only use it if there's 200 missing. Did we really use that much? 22. I'm gonna test something because I have a sneaking suspicion that it actually doesn't use the wood efficiently. Don't see anything over there. So, currently there's 22 pieces of wood. The engine uses how much energy per second? So it drops, and then it uses one, and then it will drop at 200, and it will use another one. If it does that, then it's fine. That's the way it should be. Blah blah blah. Line functionally into resources necessary for survival. Herbert's train will become my mobile base. I would have preferred something that flies rather than something that runs on a monorail, but it's the monorail that will keep me from getting lost. I can always just keep moving forward. There must be materials for upgrading the train around here. We're finding them. Turning this Hulk into a mobile factory would be great. Yeah, so it seems to be using them efficiently. That's good. I just wanted to make sure of that, because if it wasn't using them efficiently, then I would have to continually remove them every now and then in order to stop the train from not using them efficiently. And then any trees that we see like this that are spaced correctly, we will also be harvesting. Okay, so my weapon is now broken. They call it energy, but it's actually durability. So the question is, how do I restore energy or durability? Like, I can't put it in here just to restore the energy, can I? Nope. You see, this is where you need a tutorial for energy, for instance. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to craft another one, I guess. Build a device assembler, craft a simple hoverboard. Device assembler. Do you mean a fabricator bench, or what do you mean? Energy plant. Device assembler. Conductive wire. Ugh, the fact that the game doesn't have crafting from storage is really irritating. Was it the round stuff? Yeah, it's the round stuff. Okay, 30 seconds. I guess a hoverboard will be nice. And then a construction hammer, I guess. Used for moving and dismantling. Oh, I don't need moving or dismantling right now. Okay, so I need a new weapon. Well, I need a new cutter. How do you use the board? H. Okay. Can't loot stuff on the board, can you? No, you can't. Well, you can't chop. Or you can't turn with the camera. That sucks. Yeah, I probably won't be using that hoverboard much because since it has a casting time and you can't interact with stuff while riding it, it's a little bit of a schlep. You can harvest these. I don't know you can harvest them. The shield is very nice. See, something like that, like they don't even tell you that you can destroy stuff like that. Okay, this entire side is pretty much harvested. I'm just going to harvest this side and then move back to the train, and then we can move the train. Now, you don't want to get hit by that poison explosion because that does a lot of damage. Still got 2 spaces left in my inventory. Not a whole lot. Oh, I've got the stuff on my bar as well. I forgot about that. Oh, can't I go in here? Apparently not, but I should be able to jump over there from here, hopefully. Let's have a look. Okay. Perhaps I just didn't press spacebar quick enough. Oh, I did press spacebar, but the guy doesn't want to roll. Doesn't want to do the dodge roll. No. There has to be a different way. Oh, the game does have oxygen. I see now at the bottom left. What the hell? I've been playing the game for an hour and only now I noticed the game has oxygen. And we can use our hoverboard. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff. Heat generation. What the hell is heat generation? I'm gonna have to craft more storages. Okay, I'm good to go again. Oh, that's an easy way to loot stuff. You can just throw it with a disc thing. Oh, that thing is fast. Damn it, I want my chopper. Fucking hell, this thing is fast. Holy crap. Hey, it's angry now. All of a sudden, it just decided to turn around and attack. Maybe if you chase it enough, then it just gets pissed off. That one didn't even explode. I think it's gonna break in just a second. Okay, so we just have a bunch of resources, nothing, like, no real lootables. These chests are irritatingly small. Now, if I want to craft storage chest, I fucking have to get the wood and the stone out. So irritating. Like, I like the store similar mechanic, but the game really needs a crafting from storage mechanic as well. Oh yeah, and I need a new chopper. Or I forget. Wood and energy plant. Oh, maybe we can use the hoverboard to get over there. Shit. Well, oh, I did pick it up. Okay, well, that worked. Okay, cool. So we have a pistol now. I still can't open this place here. And it's stupid that you can't jump. The game really needs a jump mechanic. And that was the biggest fight that I've done so far. Wow, that's a big place. So I really want to, I can go down there, I guess, but will I be able to get back up? I can walk. Oh no, there's a wall. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, let's try the overboard. Overboard to the rescue. Yes, yes. Ah, haha. Okay, so there's maybe an invisible wall here. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, yeah. There's an invisible wall there. So we're not gonna fuck around with that invisible wall, because that's gonna lead us to get stuck. And I don't want to get stuck, step bro. So rather, I mean, it would be nice if it was open world and we could just go down there. But clearly that area is meant to be like a what do they call it? A vista? It's like a vista. Like, you look over here and you're like, oh wow, look at that cool place over there that I can not reach right now, but eventually will be able to reach, you know? But yeah, it's dangerous that you can get stuck here. Oh, okay, speak of the devil, we can actually go over here. That will solve our problem. I'm lucky that I didn't get stuck there. Does the game have unstuck? Oh, the game does have unstuck. Okay, well, that's good because I very nearly would have been a sad panda if I got stuck there and then the game didn't have a unstuck or anything like that. So I wonder, I mean, my quest is showing in that direction. So it's clearly not like from the train, you know, my train is over here in this direction. So I wonder, I don't know if my train is gonna circle back around in that direction or what. Does the game have a map? Oh, the game does have a map. Holy shit. Yeah, you see the train is not going in that direction. So I think we should do an excursion to that direction. I'm just gonna store my shit and then we can go over there. Because it looks like there's some very nice spicy stuff over there. Like, the game does have building. But, I mean, I'm now an hour and a half almost into the game and we don't have building yet. We haven't encountered building. So I obviously want to see the game's building mechanic before I render my decision on the game. I'm gonna have so much wood, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. Hopefully I can build stuff out of wood, because holy crap, I've got a lot of wood. I need another chest of wood. And grass as well. One thing that I find irritating is the stuff on your bar does not get transferred to the storage. Only the stuff in your inventory gets transferred to the storage, which, like, there's certain situations where you would want it to be transferred and certain situations where you would not want it to be transferred, but the developer doesn't give you a choice. I didn't see any thing in the options to enable or disable that kind of transfer. So I think you should be given the choice whether or not you want stuff on your bar to be transferred. What's going on here? Is this above the ship? It's above. Let's have a look in here. Okay, he wasn't even taking any bloody damage there. He was damage immune for a while there. Oh, shit. Fuckers attacking me while I'm in a dialogue. That's not cool. That's another problem with the game not having a pause. Logical Maze Company won't touch it. Something about 200-year-old fight over a logo. Can you believe that? So, yeah, I know. I messed up with myself, adding a few tweaks here and there. Password, literally company name, QWERTY123. I was joking. Okay. So what? Company name, QWERTY123. So company name, what is the company name? How would I figure out what the company name is? Okay, so that's pretty much it. You see, in a situation like this, I would like to have the ability to look forward like this. But they don't give you the ability to look forward. Like they limit the thing. You can't go down. Like you can go down like this a little bit. That's the range of motion you have, up and down. So I don't understand why they don't allow you to look straight forward. Like, don't lock the camera. The player should be able to control the camera. And then if you want to, you can give the player the option in the options menu to lock the camera, you know, something like that. But don't lock it like without any choice from the player, you know, that's irritating. Because in a situation like that, I would like to see what's going on over there, but I can't. Okay, so I think we can go do the expedition way over there. This line still goes on for a very long time. And I think we should have sufficient... Why do I get another one of these? I already have one of these. What the hell? Why do you get duplicate stuff? That's such a waste. We should have enough oxygen to make the journey over there. And possibly back. I'm assuming there's some source of oxygen over there, hopefully. Because it would be a little bit crazy if you have to go all the way over there and back on a single tank of oxygen. But anyway, oh, I have some skill points as well. 2 more points. Oh. Damage to trees. Yeah, reduces oxygen consumption, I guess, will be good at keeping us alive. Okay, so let's head over there. And we are gonna vamos as much as possible. In case we run out of oxygen. Ah, yes, there is oxygen over here. These things give you oxygen. I don't need to worry too much about my oxygen. Taking a drink quickly. Oh, there's a lot of emerald over there. Mining creates vibrations, attracting hostile fauna. They attack in mindless waves. Defend company properly. Drill depth and power correlate with the fauna's aggression. Company acknowledges your service. Structure fabricator. Nutrient processor. Mining drill. Auto turret. Well, I need conductive wire and ferrum, which I don't have. I can craft. Where is the power coming from over here? So for instance, for the drill, I require 3 wire. For that I require 2 wire, so that's 5 wire in total. And then another 2, so that's 7 wire. And then gears, how many gears do I need? 4 gears and 3 gears, so that's 7 gears. Zero 0.5 ore per second. Then I need stone wood. Energy usage. Does it not get power from the grid? So I need 3 more gears. I'm not gonna have enough. Because I need 5 ferrum for the thing. I need a little bit more ferrum from somewhere. Holy shit, what's that? Flame topaz. Well, you get it very slowly. Okay, well, I got the gears that I need. Think we have enough to make the drill. Yes. Okay, so I've got the turret and I've got the drill. Oh, and I have enough to make this as well. Wow, energy value, what? 10,000. Holy schmoly. That's like 50 wood rolled into one. Oh, backpack extender. Oh, but I need that. And my inventory is very full right now, but okay. I'm not sure how long this thing will drill or how long we are supposed to defend it. No powered zone found. Oh, mining drill with inserted energy cell. Okay. Okay, and then so how well, from where are they gonna attack? It doesn't really say. I'm just gonna assume they're gonna come from that direction or that direction. Not enough energy. What do you want? Oh, you want one of these. Okay. Do I need to do anything else? Energy shell is consumed on launch. Okay. That's it, I guess. So we can start, I guess. We have to defend it for like 2 minutes, basically. Yeah, so they go almost straight for the drill. Yeah, they do not like the drill. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it's level 1, you know, it's the level 1 extraction, but not too bad. Will it do a level 1 again? Level 1 can be defended without turrets. For level 3 is recommended to use a few turrets. 5, blah, blah, blah. Better drills mine faster, but enemy coming rate is increased too. Okay. I mean, I have another fuel cell. So unless I find a ferrum mine somewhere, which I haven't found a ferrum one yet. There's only this one, which is a cuprium. Unless I find another drill, then I can just start this one up again, you know, like... apparently you can move them, because this one says disassemble. And then this one says take drill. So you can apparently take them and move them. I'm gonna put this one here. I'm assuming you can remove it. You can put it in. No, you can't remove it. Okay, so it's not allowing me to remove it. So okay, I might... Okay, well, first I want to smelt all of this ore, obviously. Like 70 ore is gonna take quite a while to smelt. And I want to smelt it here, because at the base it's gonna cost me energy. Here it doesn't cost me energy. Okay, so that's gonna take 2 minutes. And then I can craft whatever else I need. Fine thread. I have fine thread at home. Fine thread, 6. So that uses 1. I can craft 3 those. So that's gonna take 4, 6. So I need, yeah, 7 thread will be fine. I think this should make it barely. So yeah, if I could find a ferrum mine location, that would be nice, but I don't have that currently. Okay, 70 bars is nice. I might as well craft this food since it's not going to cost me energy. And yeah, for this I need quite a bit probably. But yeah, I think this is like pretty much the playstyle of the game. You know, this is the core game loop. And it's good. I like it. Not bad. I think I'm a little bit spoiled by games like Dismantle, which is very much like this game in my opinion. And another game I need to think about the what the name of that bloody game was. I played it like maybe a month ago. Let me have a look quickly if I can find it on Steam. Just give me 1 second. I need to remember what the name was. It was Spotter? Was it Spotter? Why does Spotter sound familiar? It might have been Spotter. Let me have a look over here quickly. Because that game was very good. Like, really good. As you can see, this game is not out yet. It releases... I actually received code on the 15th, but I've just been playing too much Pal World, so I didn't get to the game until today. Spotter. No, that's not the one. This is actually another game that I need to review. That I played it a little bit, played it a tiny little bit, but I haven't come to a decision on it yet. Strike the Earth. Strike the Earth. Why is it? Why do I think it's Strike the Earth? 1 second. I've played so many games over the past month or so. Is that the game's name? Aetus. Yes, this is the game. This is the game I'm thinking of. So, this game I've played a fair bit over the past. Well, I played it like a month or so ago, basically. Actually a little bit more than a month ago. And because it released in March, and then I played it for a little while, but I really, really enjoy this game. It's literally like ExoTrain. Like it's literally like ExoTrain. Well, except the train. You don't have a train in this game. Um, but in all other aspects, it's literally like ExoTrain. But the quality is impressive in this game. Like it's really graphics looks very good. That is why at the beginning of the game I mentioned that this game looks very bland. It looks very, very bland, especially like the walls sometimes like you don't even see almost the difference between the wall and the ground. It's very, very, very basic. Stuff like these solar panels are really the first highly detailed thing that we've seen so far. And I mean, we are now an hour and a half into the game. Stuff like this generator thing over here and the buildings, that looks high def almost, I would say. All of the other stuff, the trees, the mining stuff, the ground, the environment in general, just looks low quality. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. Like, it's just like there's a big contrast between something like this with these turning parts and LEDs and all of that kind of stuff. Even the suit of the character is like shiny kind of, and the sword, the bloody shiny Excalibur sword, and the solar panels. It looks very, very, very futuristic and it's high quality. And then you look at the trees and the general environment and the mine stuff. It looks low quality, like low poly almost. So there's a big difference between those, and the environments look just low quality, to be honest. Whereas in this game, everything looks bloody amazing. Environment looks amazing. Character and the fixtures in the game look amazing. The building is amazing. You're not limited to just like a train, like you are in ExoTrain. You're just limited to the train, and the train actually seems relatively small. There's just like two compartments, you know, like almost like this over here. Like there's just like two compartments, basically this size. Whereas in this game, in Athos, you can build like a motherfucker. Like you can go crazy. Like I should actually start up Athos and show you my game, how far I've come so far. It just is a really, really nice game, a really high quality. There's crafting from storage, which ExoTrain doesn't have. There's store similar, as far as I can remember, there is store similar in this game. Like it's just nice. It's really nice. It's the prime example of what games like this can be. And also, like I said, Dismantle is another one. Dismantle. I haven't played it in a very long time. Dismantle is another one that is like an ARPG type game, top down. You run around, you harvest stuff, you craft stuff. You can do a little bit of building, stuff like that. It's not set in the future, it's set in like a post-apocalyptic type environment. So, and there's zombies, there's a lot of zombies. It's like a zombie game. So this is another game that I would recommend if you're looking for a game like this, like ExoTrain, even though ExoTrain is heavily focused on the train, whereas Dismantle, you don't have a train. It's just like basically open world, and there is some building and farming and stuff like that that you can do. But Aethys is fantastic. Aethys is way better than Dismantle even is. And yeah, otherwise than Aethys, I don't really know. I can't really think off the top of my head any other games that would really be comparable to Aethys. Unfortunately, the Steam's more like this section is fucking terrible. The recommendations that they give you are nothing like the game that you're currently looking at. I mean, look at these recommendations. Like, it's nothing like Aethys is. Like, none of these. Rust, Rumworld, Valheim, Windrose, none of these games are like Aethys is. So looking for similar items like Steam is just fucking terrible when it comes to that system. They're looking for similar games. System is terrible. So in any way, I don't know what other game is like Aethys, but Aethys is fantastic. And like I say, like, if you really want to see what a game like ExoTrain can be, then I would definitely recommend Aethys. What's the price of Aethys? 1 second. It's $20. So I don't know how much ExoTrain is gonna cost. Like I said at the very beginning, the game is not yet released. I think the game might cost like $15, probably around $15. So, like, if even if this game costs $15, I would still recommend Aethys for $20 instead of this game. Obviously, this game is still in early access, but I always say that you need to compare and evaluate a game based on what it is currently, based on the price that it is asking currently. None of that bullshit where the developer says, oh, well, in the future we will add 17 expansions and we will make the game 500 times bigger than what it currently is, and we will add crafting from storage in the future, and we will pay you $10,000 in the future. None of that shit. You need to evaluate the game based on what it is currently. So, currently, if this game were to charge $15, I wouldn't recommend the game over Aethys. If you've already played Aethys and finished Aethys, and then you are looking for a different game to play, then I could recommend this game for $15. Definitely. I think maybe, I mean, I don't know how much content there's currently in the game. I'm sure there's probably enough content to keep you busy for 5 hours, 10 hours, whatever, you know? I don't know how big the train can become. Those things are up in the air. But for $15, if the game can maybe offer you at least 10 hours of playtime, I think that's good. So far, I haven't seen any glitches except the one time that we got stuck. I haven't really seen any other glitches. The game runs well. The crafting system is fine. It's a really big issue that the game doesn't have crafting from storage. Like that's a really big issue. That's honestly the biggest issue that I have with the game. If I had to point a finger at the biggest issue, it would be the fact that the game doesn't have crafting from storage. That is really a big issue. Because it is such a fucking pain to constantly have to go into your chests, look for the stuff that you stored away. You either have to take out exactly how much you need, or you have to take the whole stack and then you can craft what you want, and then you need to run back over to the chest and you need to store that stack again. So it is a massive pain to not have crafting from storage. I honestly would not release this game without crafting from storage. And I know the game is releasing in a day, so this game will not have crafting from storage when it releases, but honestly, it needs to be the developer's #1 bloody priority, because without crafting from storage, I wouldn't play this game. Crafting from storage is such a big issue and such a big time waster that I just don't like playing games that don't have crafting from storage. I like games that make stuff like this, like crafting. Like if I want to craft a single item now, I need to look what it is. Okay, I need this and this. Run out over to the chest. Oh no, it's not that chest, it's the other chest. Run over there. Okay, take that out, put it in my inventory. Okay, what do I need? I need copper as well. Run over here. Oh no, wait, that's not my copper chest. Run over here. Okay, that's the copper chest. Take the copper out, put it over there. Run back over to the crafter. Click craft. Run back over to the chest, put that back. Run over to this chest, put that back. Like fucking hell, it is so irritating not having crafting from storage. That's the biggest issue that I have with these types of games. So yeah, like I say, it needs to be the developer's #1 bloody priority is to add crafting from storage. Otherwise than that, like, the game is fine. It's totally fine. I don't really have any other issues. It's really just this crafting from storage is such a bloody big issue. It's really a schlep playing a game like this without crafting from storage. But yeah, I think if you can overlook the fact that the game doesn't have crafting from storage, you can overlook the crappy camera angles and the fact that the camera is locked. I don't like that either. What was the other one? Frame rate. The game doesn't have a frame rate. You can't set the frame rate, which is obviously not good. You can't change any of the graphical options, even though if I look at the current processing, the game runs very low. Like, the game is currently using 20% of my GPU at 70 watts. So 70 watts at 20% of my GPU. And I'm recording right now, so the game runs very well. It uses very little graphical processing power, which you would expect from a low poly game. This is a low poly game, apart from the structures and stuff like that. Like the environment is low poly, the character is low poly, all of those kinds of things. But the game runs well. We haven't seen any glitches or bugs, apart from me getting stuck once. So yeah, I can recommend the game. If the game were to cost $15 right now, I could recommend the game. But, like I said, Aethys is simply a far better game. It's far superior. So, I wouldn't recommend the game over Aethys. If you haven't played Aethys, go play Aethys. If you've played Aethys, yeah, then if you're looking for another game like that, where you run around, you collect stuff, you craft stuff, ARPG type gameplay, you're not fighting against zombies. In this one, you're fighting against like creatures and spiders and stuff like that. In Aethys, I don't think Aethys even has combat. I don't think I I remember any combat in Aethys at all, actually, now that I think of it. Dismantle has combat, but I don't think Aethys actually has any combat. And I'm like 10 hours into the game, so I think I would have seen combat by now in Aethys, but then anyway. Yeah, like, I think the game definitely has potential for the future. It can only be improved from here on, hopefully. But yeah, like I say, I don't evaluate the game on what it could be. I evaluate it on what it is currently. And I think currently I could recommend the game for $15. So yeah, I will check out the game again in whatever, a year or 2 years. I don't know how long the game is going to be in early access. I will check the game out again once the game fully releases out of early access, and then we will do another review, a full review, and evaluate the game based on the new price. I'm assuming the price will increase after early access. And once again, I'm simply assuming that the game will cost around $15. If the game costs $20, that will be a definite not recommend for me, unfortunately, because then it's going directly up against Aethys. Then it doesn't have the benefit of being $5 cheaper than Aethys is. Then it would be a not recommended, at least until more content is added and crafting from storage is added, because that is a big quality of life thing that is missing. If the game was perhaps something like $10, which I even could see for an indie game that is just releasing into early access, I think that would be very good. I honestly would rather price this game at $10, because you're going to get more people playing the game, more people buying it, more people reviewing it, and that always is good for the Steam algorithm. Instead of pricing yourself a little bit higher, competing against higher priced games like Aethys and even Dismantle. I think Dismantle is like $25, but Dismantle has a shitload of DLCs that also cost $10 each, which is not good. But yeah. So anyway, I think that is pretty much it. Thanks to the developer for sending me a key for the game. Like I said, I will check out the game again in the future. The developer really needs to add better music. The music right now is fucking terrible, and the developer needs to add a tutorial. The game doesn't have a tutorial right now. But yeah, like in the instances where a developer does not send me a key for the game, I very much rely on you guys and your support on patreon.com/LFP to support me and allow me and enable me to purchase more games and do more reviews for you guys. I spend all of the money that I get from Patreon, which is about $200 on average month. I spend all of that money on games to do game reviews for you guys. In the instances where a developer does not send me a key, I get a lot of keys from developers, but not even half of the games are games that I would want to review. It's stuff like platformers and stuff like that. I don't play platformers. I don't think you will find a single review for a platformer on my channel. And I've done like 1,000 reviews. I just don't like platformers. So when developers send me keys for platformers, I just reply to them and tell them, I'm sorry, I don't enjoy those types of games. And I generally try to avoid reviewing a game that I know I'm not going to enjoy, you know? But yeah, in the instances where I don't receive a key for a game, you guys can allow me and enable me to purchase more games in order to do more reviews for you guys. And even if you're looking for a specific review of a specific game, if you are a Patreon supporter, you can just message me and tell me you want this game reviewed, and I will certainly take that under advisement. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I will leave a link in the description below. And I actually forgot, where is it? Where is that? No, I'm not finding the bloody thing now for some reason. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching.